this right this stuff right here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hold on real quick. Let me unplug these so you can hear me. I'm all messed up. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. A lot of y'all might see this on the rebroadcast because this is quick. Make sure y'all continue to support the channel. I ain't been live for like 2 days. I had one donation for $25. I had somebody else get a donation for $10. So I appreciate y'all. But y'all ain't gotta pay me to come over here. Just support the channel. I'm gonna be moving tonight. So make sure y'all hit up the channel. I'll put the cash up there and all that, whatever. Just give me 1 second, y'all. I just want to make sure I share this. All right, here I go. All right, so check this out, right? I was just on the move real quick, but I wanted to talk about this real quick while I'm on the move. I'm gonna come back and do a longer live in a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit more in detail, but for right now, this is suffice with Charleston White. We all heard the story now with G Money, Lil Ronnie, and his daughter. She was 5 years old and she was killed, along with Lil Ronnie for whatever circumstances that may be behind it. We all know the story, but for those that don't know the story, I just want to give y'all a quick recap, right? With that being said, Charleston White said some things, and I didn't quite agree with him. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't agree with him. When you put out a message like that, what his message was simply basically F them kids, you know? And I thought it was disrespectful. But when I say I understand, I understand. So let me tell you what I mean by that. When I understand because at the same time, G Money family, including his mother, have been online doing some weird behavior. You know what I mean? And the weird behavior ain't consistent usually with people that just lost a loved one, yet alone a 5-year-old girl into it. So I had to think about that. So I saw the videos. At first I was thinking about, posting up the video. Yeah, his moms and I think it's a aunt or maybe a sister, something like that. They've been online. They've been boosting up their Cash App, PayPal, and everything like that. I mean, it literally looks like they're kind of making money off of it. I can't really say that. Different people, grieve different ways. But Charleston White, I'm assuming, based on him seeing this behavior, like many people have seen it, I think what it translated into was Charleston White coming online and saying something to the effect of F them kids. You know what I mean? And for me, it's unfortunate because of the simple fact I'm thinking to myself and I'm saying, all right, you know what? G Money, Lil Ronnie, I think that's what his name is. I never listened to any of his music. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never listened to any of this music. I never heard him as an artist. Quite frankly, I'm like most of y'all. I never heard of him until now with this certain thing that just went on here. And with that said, it doesn't make it any better, any less. You know what I mean? Hey Jennifer, what's going on? But to say F them kids as a response, I think it's a little bit extreme. I'm cold myself. You know what I mean? But I don't go that far. Kids always matter. You know what I mean? And the reason the kids matter, I'll tell you why specifically, because the kids are the next iteration of you. You understand what I'm saying? So for Charleston White to go on his podcast and say that to the world during the time of mourning, because literally this lady right now should be in mourning and she's not. It looks like they're kind of slight celebratory. She's with the party. She did a live actually from, I don't know if it was the club or them drinking or something like that. I haven't seen that one. But the other videos that I have seen are speculative, and I think a lot of people that have witnessed the videos, some of them been on Instagram, repurposed and put back up or whatever. Some people, I think it's for the consideration of the fact that they just really don't care anymore, I'll give you a perfect example of what I mean by people are insensitive even to their own nowadays, with particularly this one in consideration. Hold on 1 second, y'all. We got some goofies in here. Well, one thing in consideration, I'll give you a purpose or something. Um, Roberta Flack's funeral was today. God bless her heart. Um, and I watched the service, and I went back to rewatch it because I halfway caught it. Shout out to Night and Day; they were streaming it early. And Night and Day, they do a lot of posts. That listen to me, and I'm gonna get out of this, and I'm gonna come back or whatever. Don't say things like that in my chat, my man. I want to point this out to you because it's very poignant to point out the conversation. In that chat room with Night and Day, they have close to, I think, almost 80,000 subscribers, right? You know how many people in their chat room to watch that stream of Roberta Flack's funeral? It pivoted but never peaked 36 people. It, at one point at its lowest, was 8 people in there. Now, this was a historical figure. Make no mistake about it, Roberta Flack meant something. Meant something so much that she even made the Fugees, and you can't get them together to do nothing. Nothing. She made the Fugees come back together for her funeral. They performed there, don't you know? So I say to you, and I say to all of y'all starting to see the things that I've been saying before. There is a vibration out here between amongst all of you. And I'm talking about specifically in the African American and Latin community that you don't care about each other no more. For Charleston White to say what he said, it was irresponsible. And I hope at some point or another he hops online and he apologizes for what he said. Not only to a community of people that are out here every day, and he was just nonchalant of the fact that he didn't understand what was going on. This is a subject not only of your own, but it derives from the exact mission you say you're on. I remember Lord Jamal, before he tried to go Hollywood, he was with Brand Nubia, and he said something in one of his videos, and I went back to backtrack, and I actually went to Allah School of Mecca. Y'all can put that in here, y'all can show it. But in one of their first videos, when he was with the group, and still is with the group Brand Nubia, and they never broke up, wonderful group, don't ever take that away from him. One of the men in the video, he said the civilized duty of a civilized man is to civilize uncivilized. And I do my job. If you believe it. I do my job. I buy people, man, you don't know half of the things I do. Half of the things. Even when I ain't got it, I do it. You understand? People in here cracking jokes. We're talking about somebody's death, and y'all in here cracking jokes. So what they gotta do is look no further than the chat room, and it'll show you the vibration that's out here. I'm in here talking about somebody's death. I'm in here talking about, I don't think what Charleston White said was right. And we got people in the chat room cracking jokes that they think is funny. And the more and more they see y'all bicker online with each other and cuss each other out and whatever it should be, they're gonna think it even more. You are setting an example of how people are going to treat you 5 to 10 years from now, just to let y'all know. And Charleston White, even though I think you got a good notation or whatever, even I wouldn't have did no shit like that. I'm sorry, my boy. It was disgusting. It was despicable. And you said it on the eve of all the people that we have lost in a week. You understand what I'm saying? See what I mean? We in here talking about the culture, and these people don't even respect. Cal don't even respect the culture enough that he's felt that it was good enough to come in here and crack jokes, and that's what they're gonna do in the future. Because I don't know if Cal's black, white, or whatever, but pay attention. In the future, they're gonna have less and less empathy of you, but gonna ask more and more of your empathy when it comes to their situations. And for some reason or another, y'all don't understand that. And Charleston White, what you did by saying that statement and allowing it to go live is facilitate that vibration even further. Even further. Well, somebody like Cal could come in here and be more concerned about a man's mouth than me talking about some children. See what I mean? Nah, man, you could die, nigga. Die slow, nigga. Somebody, I'm sorry. There's somebody else in here calling me a nigga. You see what I mean? I shit don't bother me. Let me make a quick announcement real quick for everybody in here. If you a poor white trash, or you a nigga, or you a spigot, you throwing fucking racial epithets at me and I throw something back at you, please let the vote show that I didn't say nothing to you, but I will destroy you in this chat room. Understand me, I do it on a daily basis every time I go live. So you're not going to negate my premise of my conversation when I'm talking about somebody that's from the culture that I'm from and share. With your little quirks and like it's crazy to me. Somebody just wrote it here because it's dead culture. It's a dead culture. I hear you, man. Y'all reading the shit that's in this chat room? Let the poor white trash and people like that, let them speak. Let them speak. I'm not going to block. I want y'all to hear what they're saying, what they think about you and versus what you think you're putting out. Let's see what they think versus what you're putting out. Come on, I need some more insults in here. Interrupt some more. We need to hear some more of how much you don't respect black people's life, but you want people to respect your life. More people were reporting on not Randy Quaid, what's his name? Gene Hackman and his wife. What happened to them? God bless their heart, nevertheless. More people of color were reporting on them and what happened to them that they were even talking a smidgen of a bit about Lil Money, Lil Ronnie. Isn't that interesting? Literally, I saw people with full, and when I say full, I mean full exposés on a daily basis of what happened to Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman was born in 1930 something. Half of y'all weren't even alive when Gene Hackman was in the prime of his acting. But we had 20-something and 30-year-olds that had more interest in what happened to Gene Hackman than they had what happened to somebody in their own culture. And a 5-year-old girl, I want y'all to let that sink in. They didn't care about that little girl. And as you see the reluctancy of people talking about it now, they don't care about that little girl. I tapped in. Let me tell you how deep it go with me. Let me show you how deep it go with me. Then I'm going to get off here because I got to make some moves. But I wanted to make sure I said something. Somebody told me to shut my mouth. I shouldn't be talking about nigga politics. That's crazy. That's what you get up in here nowadays. You get people up in here to tell you because of the actions of others online that they don't understand perception. See, perception is everything. I don't care if y'all don't hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. I hear other people. There's 120 people in here watching me, but only 3 people hit the like button. And ain't interesting. So that goes to show you right there and there. You can't really trust these people as far as it's going with this internet thing. Somebody asked me my favorite weed and all this. Yo, you people are crazy, bro. That's crazy. Now I look like I'm a halfway house black person. No, I look like I'm a condo living black person. That's what I am. I know who this is. Little Bubblegum and his crew. I'll get into them later. It's a sad thing this day, the color of skin matters. It's a sad thing to this day, the color of skin matters. I don't know. Maybe you have to tell some of these separatist groups that are on the president's terrorist list. I don't know. Maybe you have to tell them. I mean, it don't be no big deal. I'll put it this way. If some white dudes, Spanish dudes, whoever walk into a bar that I'm at, I don't care. But there's some people, if you walk and you're any of those colors I just listed, if you walk into a white bar, they have an issue. Guys, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. And that's just the way it goes. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to light my cigarette real quick. So I hope that answers your question. Somebody else in here wrote, it's a dead culture, meaning that people should die in the culture and they deserve what they get. And they're interesting. Y'all give me 1 second, guys. I got a lot of wind out here. Give me a second, guys, because that person just made me mad. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. It's real. It's getting windy out here again. It's warm, but it's getting windy. But that's right there should show y'all what people think of you and how you think you're being perceived and how you're actually being perceived. So I'll say to Charleston White again, I think it was irresponsible what you said. I don't want to start a vibration with people where they become less empathetic of their own, but more empathetic of others. In case an example, there was more posts of what happened to Gene Hackman and his wife than what happened to G Money, Lil Ronnie. It was looked at as normal. It was looked at as, oh, well, even if the 5-year-old girl was inclusive in the conversation, it was looked at as something that was not that big of a deal. And I think that's a problem. Now, the police took it serious, and I'll give them that. They found the killers. They found what happened. Sometimes it's just good goddamn police work, like I say. But at the same token, the people themselves, except for a few particular vloggers that I saw that were doing their due diligence, one in particular, you know, me and him ain't had the best strain of relationship or whatever on this internet thing. But one thing I can say, and I tapped into his chat room just to let him know I was there, because like I said, I like to let a nigga know I'm there. You know what I mean? I tapped into his chat room. I said, good job. I was even throwing some things in, and it's starting to look like that. You know, and I tell him again, like I told him in his podcast, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look here, man. They always arrest the motherfucking CI with everybody else. They always arrest the CI with everybody else, and then they let them go. You saw she got out, right? Okay, all right. Okay. And if you go ask him, he gonna tell you the same thing. I said, they always arrest the CI with everybody else. That's the point of it all. You're supposed to be tough. You know what I mean? So it's crazy to me that a lot of people didn't see this, they didn't witness this, they didn't organize it, they didn't understand it. But I'm just asking for more y'all to collectively get together. And when you're online from now on, and situations like G Money, Lil Ronnie come up, even though it's gang related or whatever the case may be, say something about it. Don't spend the proximity of your time trying to destroy your own folks. Like, I done heard everybody talked about all here, inclusive of Puff, inclusive of Jay-Z, inclusive of J-Lo, inclusive of everybody. They about to go in on Rosie Perez in a minute. Yo, you know when she was on A Living Color? Let me tell you what she did to J-Lo. You know, it's always something of that matter as far as the story and the narrative being collective. And like I said, many of these bloggers, they ain't doing their due diligence. Like I said, and I'll say it again, Night and Day Network got over 80,000 people, and there's no fault of theirs. It's no fault of theirs. No, it's broader than that. Shout out to Night and Day for doing what they did today. And whoever got a problem with or whatever, that's your own individual problem. Nobody come help me with my problems. But I give credit where credit is due. They were streaming Roberta Flack's funeral today, and I noticed nobody else was streaming her funeral. And what the funny thing was I watched how their chat room, I think the most it peaked was like, when I chatted in, and I had to been in there for a minute, the most it peaked was like 100 and something people, and then it fluctuated down to about 32 people, and then after that, ultimately, it went from one, it was just 8 people in it, and I was like, they never have that little amount of people in their chat room, never, ever. And so it was confusing to me, and I said, oh, I get it. People ain't they're that concerned about the dead. So let me tell y'all a little example, and I'm gonna leave off here with this. And I want older, younger people, people in the middle, even older people to remember this if you go along with that, right? Check this out. As you're forgetting these people that are your superstars, that are your icons, that are, and if y'all wondering why I'm squinting, it's because the sun is literally right in my face. Well, you guys are letting go of your icons, you're letting go of your historians, you're letting go of people that really, really put in the work when there wasn't no internet. And the internet has allowed a lot of people to forget the hard work that these pioneering people like Roberta Flack and many others have put in. And it broke my heart when I saw the Night and Day. If they had been talking about Jaguar Wright, if they had been talking about anything else, it would have been hundreds of people in there, you know, because they like a good trauma story. But instead, I think that was the lowest numbers they ever got. And I recall the same thing when the first time I went to, when Malcolm X got killed at the ballroom, and I did a little tour there. And I remember that was the lowest amount of numbers I'd ever had in my chat room, like literally ever. You know what I mean? Come on, guys, y'all gotta do better than that. Over 150 in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I just, for me, I'll tell you like this. If they don't care about that, if they don't care about these historic people's deaths, their legacies, don't care to carry them on, don't care about Black History Month, don't care about any other month except for Women's History Month. There's women out here that celebrate Women's History Month but totally ignore Black History Month. That don't make no sense to me. Let me say that for you one more time. There was women online, there was women online that were literally celebrating Women's History International Day or whatever it was, a day or two before. I saw them do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, so y'all hoes is on here, excuse my French, y'all hoes is on here celebrating Women's History Month but won't celebrate Black History Month? There's some prevailing white black women y'all could have celebrated. Y'all didn't even do that. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just like, it was crazy to me, man. It was crazy to me. You still got people in here. That's why I said, you still got people in here cracking jokes, built-in cigarette cuz. I'm not your cuz, bro. I'm not your cuz. I'm not your friend. I'm not your homie. I don't care about your jokes. You sound like a teenager. I don't fuck with no nigga that say Black History Month is every month. You don't get the point. You a nigga, I don't like niggas like that. Niggas like that want to make up excuses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Civil War is coming, you gonna fight it? You leading the charge? Huh, MCP, you leading the car? You black, white, Spanish, what are you? I wanna know. MCP said the Civil War is coming. So, who are you? You black, white, polka dot? Here's somebody else trying to explain who I am. I love those people like that. I love people like that. He wrote, why would we like this? And the title says, you agree with Goofy dissing dead black people, including kids. Nah, Goofy, what I said was, and you missed that part, but I'll repeat it for you again since you think you're so analytical and shit, because I don't like analytical motherfuckers. You know, well, you said so. It sounds like a fucking teenager. All right, so I'm going to repeat it for you. We've got G Money, Lil Ronnie's mom online, and she's doing some very speculative behavior. Let me explain. Her speculative behavior is inclusive of things like this. She's getting online talking about her son and the girl is going to be buried, little girl, 5-year-old girl, is going to be buried in Gucci and Prada, blah, 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 blah. She got online. They look kind of celebratory beyond this man's death. They're online doing all kinds of different type of behavior that's just not conclusive with somebody that just passed away like G Money, Lil Ronnie. So for me, when I see that type of behavior, I got to raise an eyebrow and I can say, okay, well, you know what? This is a little weird. This is a little offy. But it doesn't prompt me to sit there and say to somebody this, hey, yo, F them kids. And that's what Charleston White said. And like I said, that sends a terrible message, not only to the community, but it sends a terrible message to those people that's younger growing up. And this is what I've said before about Tariq Nasheed. I've said the same thing about Boyce Watkins. I've said the same thing about these guys. Yes, they do have good intentions, I think. Inwar Johnson's the other one. Yes, they do have good intentions, but what the problem is with their good intentions is their good intentions doesn't come with direction. You understand what I'm saying? Basically what you're doing is you're telling these kids a whole bunch of stuff and you're not giving them directions on how to implement it or execute it. So therefore they're confused. So the way they execute what they're feeling inside is they say whatever they want to inside, online, or whatever, it can be taken a million different ways depending on who you are, what day of the week it is. After they do that, they make sure to go on beyond that. And they do this little thing where they turn around and now they're prompting and saying, hey, you know what? We hate white people. We can't stand white people. These people are this. These people are that. And mind you, these people have never lived around white people a day in their life to give you confirmation on anything that they're saying is true. Now, are there racist white people? Yeah. Are there racist black people? Yeah. Are they able to implement anything? Yeah. 38% of the House of Representatives in Congress is made up of blacks. They're the second most powerful congressional unit in the United States Congressional Army outside of any other ethnic group there is. They have all the ethnic groups, they have no power. They need you and need your vote and need your vote of confidence within Senate, within Congress hearings to actually get anything done. This goes for I can even name out the names. The National Latino Caucus, they're the third in line, and I think they're only at 7%. And most of their delegates come from California, Florida, Texas, and Chicago. That's only 4 states. So with that being said, I understand the dynamic. If you understand the real dynamic of power in this country, it's not decisive of what you think or how you're dressed or what you're driving or where you live at or what apartment you're renting. It's conducive of things that are of how can I say, infrastructure status, if you understand what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it at that. You think Charleston White is a little slow? I don't know if Charleston White is a little slow. I don't think that was something I would have said. I done said all kinds of things on here. You understand? I just don't think it's in the good. I don't think that, and if you understand what I'm saying, even though G Money, Lil Ronnie's mom was online bragging about he was going to be buried in Prada, the little girl, they was acting like the little girl. One of the things she said was kind of disturbing. She was kind of pretty much like, oh, well, she's gone. People die every day. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's the lack of empathy that the culture has. This is why you have so many people that are so to go try to convict Puff, but totally ignoring the dude from Abercrombie and Fitch, totally ignoring Harvey Weinstein getting ready to go to court again because his first case got thrown out. You got people in the culture that's totally ignoring that and centered on Puff because of their inner hatred that they have of their own. That's why I said the coons that you once knew, they're not the same coons no more. You got a whole different group of coons now. These coons are different. These coons, they look just like you, dress like you, but they don't think like you. Some of them bent on domination. Some of them bent on they just don't like other niggas around them. It goes as simple as, I remember when I moved into my first condo down by the beach. There was this one black dude, he had to be 70-something years old. My ex-girlfriend will pay testament to this. We walked to the store one day because she had a headache. So I said, well, come on, let's walk to the store. You need some air anyway. We walked to the store. We walked past old black man's house. He was the only, him and this Chinese man literally had been the only two minorities in that neighborhood for years, and they were proud of that. They were proud of that. I swear to God to you. I walked past him. Here go me and my, early 30-something, my girlfriend in her mid-20-something. We walking past Papa's, a little small ass house. He had like one of the smaller houses on the block too. That was the most embarrassing thing about it. And he looked at us like motherfucking Steven and Django. And then when Django was pulling up to Candyland, he looked at me, he's like, that motherfucker looked at us like that. And I'm like, we're a couple. You don't care nothing about the future. He had no empathy. His sense of, I've been the only nigga down here for 40 years. Now y'all gonna come down here and mess it up. All right, Papa, we sorry. Do you ever grow your beard out? What kind of sweet boy ass shit is that shit, nigga? Nigga said, do I ever grow my beard out? You definitely the fuck up out of here. What are you yapping about? That's what I love, when niggas say shit like that and poor white people say shit like that. What you yapping about? That means it's beyond your comprehension. You shouldn't even be here. It's very clear what I'm talking about. You just wanted to say something. Everyone else you name has good intention. Charleston White is a content creator. He doesn't even compare to them. Y'all even talking about him is what he wants. I damn sure am gonna talk about him, and I don't like. Before I block you, I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna block you too. See, people like you have a defeatist attitude. You have been instrumental in keeping niggas. Y'all listen to me very carefully. Everyone else you name has good intentions. They may have good intentions, but do their intentions go lateral with what's being executed? And that's the argument. I can have good intentions about going to take out the trash, but if I don't take out the trash, the apartment is going to stink to high hell. That's the result. So if you don't give direction, you cannot have any outcome. That's my point. So if you're giving people orders of saying this and saying that and say they should do this, they should do that, they should do this, they should do that, and you're not giving them any instruction, then you're the problem. And that's the problem I had, not only with Charleston White, but I have with Tariq Nasheed, I have with Boyce Watkins, I have with all of them. You don't know Boyce Watkins. I knew Boyce Watkins was sitting in his fucking bedroom with that blue wall. That's how far I go back with the Boyce Watkins thing. I've been here for a long time. All right, I've been vlogging for 5 years. I ain't just started vlogging yesterday, so please keep that in mind. Now, when Boyce Watkins first started vlogging, he was in his bedroom, all right? And he was giving all this financial advice or whatever, but what he didn't let people be privy to was this. He was working at Syracuse University, and he lost his tenure behind Bill O'Reilly, all right? Now, at the time he lost his tenure, I'm gonna tell you why he lost his tenure. He lost his tenure from teaching and being a professor, a finance professor, and a very good professor, 20-year tenure professor. It's not hard, it's like very hard to get tenure. So I don't want to take his accolades away from him anyway. But what he did was, all his fury and all his anger he had towards Bill O'Reilly transcended into something that was more racist. Previous to that, the reason he got fired is because the comments he made while teaching mostly white kids at mostly white Syracuse University in Syracuse, New York. Ain't no niggas in Syracuse like that. My man Ron from Syracuse. Ain't no, my other man Amin from Syracuse. There's no niggas in Syracuse like that. There's a partition of niggas. A partition of niggas, you know, understand what I'm saying? But there's not a high density of African Americans in Syracuse, New York. And most of the people that come there to go to college there at Syracuse University, that's the biggest thing going in the area. You understand? So a lot of people flock to there, they go teach there, whatever the case may be. And with the credentials that Boyce Watkins has, it was kind of confusing to me. Boyce Watkins ran into this situation, this predicament when he was on, I believe it was CNN, and he had said some racial epithets or whatever. The point is, it's churned and made a whole group of kids think that they can fight against systematically a group of kids that projectionally, I'm not even gonna say fully, but at least 20% of them are in a demographic financially where they could supersede you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this being prestigious or whatever. I'm saying, and at least a group of 20, and at that 20% that's in financial stability, they're going to help out the other percentage. That's where African Americans different. What they're trying to do by these little movements is a new set of tricks. They're trying to move you further from that again. Every time they see y'all moving together collectively or whatever, y'all have this imagery in y'all head. Oh, if we remove this person, if we remove that person, no, they'll replace them niggas. They're gonna replace them, and the niggas they replace them with may not have any love whatsoever for hip hop. They may look at it just basically pure, simply as a commercial tool used to do anything but bring monetary gain, and that's where it's headed to now. People are selling their catalogs, you know. So I'll say this: T-Pain just sold half his catalog. Why? Because you can see just by the streaming or whatever that unless you have placements to put this music into commercials and things like that, and licensing is better off than selling it off because you can get those, at least that portion of the catalog won't be forgotten and sit in limbo and not make any money. So make some money off of it right now. You don't have to sell all your catalog. Some people choose to sell all their catalog, some people chose not to. The music business financially is diminishing unless something comes about pretty soon, you know? And so with that being said, I say to you this, guys. If you really want to really see yourself being somewhere, it's not by going around saying F them kids, Charleston, right? I don't agree with that shit, and I never will. You understand what I'm saying? This guy definitely voted for Trump. You know what? I live in one of the most liberal states there is, Connecticut. That's funny. 2, whoever the fuck I voted for ain't none of your goddamn business, you liberal motherfucker. Second of all, if that cocksucker is still here, let me tell you another thing. Be wary, people that run around and they try to shame you division of whatever political party you join. I don't care if he voted for a Democrat. That's not part of the conversation. I don't care if he voted for Trump. That's not part of the conversation. The conversation is about this little boy and this little girl. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact that you want to deviate from that and talk about a political conversation lets me know you don't give a fuck about niggas. But y'all want to go over there and shit with them. Let me say one more thing before I get off of here, right? Nigga, you can't shame me. I done did more than you in life. You can never shame somebody. Wait till I'll leave that alone. Wait till they can't say nothing about my teeth no more. Niggas is out here looking at niggas' mouth, but bitches they ain't never saying nothing, but niggas is out here looking at niggas' mouths and shit, whatever. Y'all make sure to hit that like button. 130 people in here. Y'all can't hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, y'all. Y'all don't agree with none of this? Or do you guys want to see further separation and further fighting? Which one is it? I need more than one person. Thank you for that one person hit the like button. But the other 100 and some people don't want to hit the like button because that's exactly what they want to see. They want to see the destruction. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all grinning and smiling with these motherfuckers. But really in all, they know the plans of it and they'll even help along to destroy you. See, once they get the 2 main niggas out, and then they start getting the rest of the niggas out. Y'all don't get it? And then to say, you know what? A lot of y'all need to go back and watch the movie Glory. Go watch the movie Glory. It'll give you a perfect example of how it went down. You understand? I'll explain it to you one more time. After you get these 2 niggas out the way, then you start getting the rest of the niggas and deviating them and acquiescing them and making them think in a certain brain pattern or whatever. Now you got them under your clutches. Now you can lead the whole army of these motherfuckers and do whatever you want to. And if you want to put out totality of just trap music and highlight this trap music until all these motherfuckers destroy themselves systematically, uniformly, however, you understand what I'm saying? Then you got to think. That's what it is. They want to take this trap thing to a point where the shit is so dangerous that they just totally eradicate rap music as a whole. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the modus operandi there. So I make no mistakes about it or whatever when I tell you guys this much and this much only. You're gonna have a situation in the near future here where you're gonna have people that sit around and they're gonna wonder what the hell was I promoting back in 2025? What the fuck was I promoting back in 2024? Now my son can't even live out here, right? Because niggas just got a side eye at him and they already think he's guilty because of the shit that happened with Puff and the momentum that went behind that years ago. You see what I mean? That's where you've got to be at if you call yourself an intellectual or otherwise. If you don't, and you don't see the trajectory of what you're saying and what you're doing online right now, where it leads to. There's some women online nowadays, you have to literally look at them, even though they're the same color as you. You have to look at these women as their enemies. You really do. I don't look at Alicia Smells as a friend. You get online day after day after day and purposely just attack men of color. It don't even matter if it's not even that strenuous. You attack men of color specifically and purposely almost every day. Every day. I can't call you a sister. It ain't no they in it. And I'm going to have to get you up out of here because you another one. See, let me tell you something. If I was gathering the army, I'm real good at putting people together. I've always been good at that. Like, I can put together a group of guys. I can put together a group of 100 guys in 15, 20 minutes. My man Chrome could do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? I can put a crew of 15, 20 guys together in 15, 20 minutes, literally, just by my words. Now, when I hear people in here and they say things like, they really hate all this, bro. No. Y'all got to leave that Biden era shit alone. That's that Biden era, I'm a victim. Help me. I ain't with that pussy shit. What I'm talking about is totally different. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm talking about is y'all motherfuckers the momentum now. See, y'all understand this double-edged sword. I try to explain it, and please tell Huggy once again, because I tried to tell her one day, and she didn't listen that day. So I'm going to say it to you again, right? One day, I think it was last week when I was in New York, I threw up a podcast, and at the end of that podcast, I said at the end of it, I said, yo, Huggy, you might want to be quiet for a couple of days. You remember me saying that? Then I put it on private because I figured she heard it, and it was only meant for her to hear. And so, and I clipped the part and I put it back up, just like I did the whole thing with this guy, what's his name? Courtney Burgess. I told that nigga, I said, don't go back over there with Captain Kangaroo Atwood. Don't go back over there. They're going to try to make a fool of you. He went back over there. What happened? They made a fool of him. You see what I mean? So you got to watch these podcasts. I see Captain Kangaroo. He over there now trying to get what's his name to come through and sit with him and all that shit or whatever. Huggy, don't go over there and sit with them niggas. I'm going to say it one more time. Huggy, don't go over there and sit with them motherfuckers. I'm going to say it one more time. Huggy, don't go over there and sit with them motherfuckers. That's the last thing you want to do. You better remember a couple things, dearie. Everything that pertaining to, go back to that show. I'm going to put you even more on game, Huggy. All right? Now, you can listen to me at this time, bitch, if you want to, or don't listen to me. But listen what I'm telling you, because I'm trying to tell you something here. You understand? If you go back over there, it's going to intensify things. Now, I know you think that's what you want. You know, I'll talk to a couple people. They ain't going to do nothing. I get it. That's what you do. But if you go back over there with them motherfuckers, it's going to intensify what you got going on right now. Trust me when I'm telling you this. If you don't go back over there with them motherfuckers, that's the best thing you can do. That's the best thing you can do. And sit back and peep how the Canadian treats you after that. I'll just say that much. She loyal to them motherfuckers. She loyal to you, but she more loyal to them motherfuckers. Trust me. And if you ever make her test the water on it, she going to prove it to you. Make her test the water on it. She gonna prove it to you. She gonna prove it to you instantaneously how she's more. You're more. You saw how quick she got rid of the chick that was hanging with her. What was the chick I used to call her Storm from the Marvels. I used to call her Storm, but she got rid of Storm. Don't you trust that cold motherfucker right there? Trust me, I know Haitian women. And I know a particular type of Haitian women, especially a Haitian woman that's trying to deviate from her nationality. Trust me, I know. Anyway, long story short here, I'm gonna wrap this up. Captain Kangaroo number 1 and 2, number 2 doing one this morning. He did. I didn't mean to say that like that. We'll say Captain Kangaroo 2, because that's what these niggas are. These is Captain Kangaroos. So Captain Kangaroo 2, he did a live this morning. I like to call him Lil Bubblegum. Shout out to Lil Bubblegum. He came out of hide just for Jaguar right, huh? Both of y'all niggas. Them niggas don't care nothing about y'all. Go on about y'all business. I'm trying to tell you, them niggas don't care nothing about y'all. The only reason they speaking y'all name right now, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know Duke. Like, what's his name? Big homie CC or whatever. So I ain't got nothing to say about him. I seen some situations that happened with him concerning WAC 100. That ain't none of my business. That's West Coast business and Midwest business. That ain't my business. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never said nothing about me, so oh well. But one thing I do know is them niggas over there don't give a fuck about you, bro. Trust me on that. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, man. You sitting over here staring at another nigga's mouth, you lame motherfucker. Been on here 11 years and got one subscriber. You need a friend, nigga. You need some friends. You need all the attention you can get. Hit the like button, nigga. Get your likes up, you fucking spectator. I can't stand a spectator. Anyway, spectators are the worst. You know, they didn't have this channel for, this dude had a channel for 11 years and got one subscriber talking to me about what I should be talking about, what I should be talking about. Who's this guy? Captain Kangaroo. That's what I call him. So Captain Kangaroo 2 did a show this morning, right? And he was talking about Jaguar Wright, talking about the other guy here. And he was trying to act like they were the best friend or whatever. But mind you, they ain't talked about, Captain Kangaroo ain't talked about them in weeks. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You understand what I'm saying? Captain Kangaroo literally, he done made mentions of them. But let's get real specific here. Captain Kangaroo, that ain't been the focal point of your show for a minute. Jaguar Wright, Odell, or whoever else. You can sit there and say, well, I've been trying to get in touch with them. Nigga, you been over there talking about shaman, witches, UFOs, try to put homeboy into it or whatever. Don't ever tell the world that a street nigga into UFOs and shit like that, man. Nobody will hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Except for your crowd. But you sitting over there talking about, oh, well, you know, nah, nigga, you want them over there because you hoping them views go back up because the motherfucking views been down lately. I don't think I ain't seen it. Don't think I ain't seen it, Captain Kangaroo. he was on there like this. A blonde, a Jaguar White, and it's for what? Like, why are all these fucking English motherfuckers concerned about what's going on over here with us? Ain't you got enough problems over there in England right now? People getting stabbed up and shit. Y'all can't even walk in the street straight in line without having to duck and look at your head on squilt. There's people from other countries. Y'all got your own problem over there. Grooming gangs, parliament is in shambles. I don't think, like, people from Britain should be fucking pointing fingers at anybody right now. It's a shit-ass country right now from where the previous used to be. God bless the Queen. Whatever people smoke to see UFOs, yo, that's what them niggas be over there talking about. UFOs, fucking shaman witches, deities, and motherfuckers transhumanation shit. All these different esoteric fucking shit that you can't prove. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a good conversation at 4 o'clock in the morning, I guess. I don't know. Niggas are crazy, bro. Like, I don't see it. But anyway, long story short. That's what they were sitting over there talking about for the past couple of weeks. Now, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Then he do his usual bit where he want to go and interview some real gangsters to make himself look solidified as a gangster. That nigga pussy. You understand what I'm saying? This man tried to get hawky this morning, talking about, yeah, you know, I spent the past couple of weeks being a survivalist and blah, 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 blah. Listen, nigga, I know how to load, reload, clean, change pins and everything else on everything from a high caliber to a low caliber. My uncles and all of them come from the military. My mom ain't got nothing but a bunch of brothers, and all of them come from multiple branches of the military. Any of that sweet boy shit you talking to me and focal point don't bother me one motherfucking bit. One motherfucking bit. You understand? I don't like the gumption that he had in there, but brown nosing these two individuals in order to make it look like he cared about them. Nigga, you don't care about them. You care about your views. You care about keeping food on your table because it's predominantly how you eat. Nah, I mean, you got a point there. I can get that one. I got it too. You got it too? That's what's up. Always remember, America's blacks are the best in the world. I won't even go as far as to say that. I think a little bit of everybody, personally, and myself, I think a little bit of everybody. I think everybody's special, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But at the same point, you know what I mean? You got to take in perspective this, and I'll say this again. You got a lot of suck-ass niggas out here, right? That be out here acting like they tough and shit. Like this bitch-ass nigga right here. Like this bitch-ass nigga right here. So I'll roll right up on there. I'll swell your ass up. Yo, niggas be trying niggas, bro. Niggas standing there like he the police and shit. Niggas, get the fuck on. I'm sorry. I'm about to stomp the shit out that little nigga. Now I live in the New York City tri-state. I'm always on that shit. Nigga gonna stop there act like he the motherfucking police or something. Nigga, you ain't even from Connecticut. You shouldn't be stopping for nothing. That's the thing I don't like. Like, I'm cool with the whole immigration thing. I just say this much. I'm cool with the whole immigration thing. I think everybody should get a chance, but niggas be coming over here like acting extra. You know what I mean? Like, this one nigga, he's sitting over here on the corner. Like, I'm gonna show you this nigga real quick. This nigga standing on the corner like he motherfucking run the block or some shit like that. I'm about to stomp his little ass. See this little motherfucker right here? I'm about to stomp dog shit out that little nigga. This beer belly motherfucker. So anyway, I'm saying, like, so it be always some types that be trying to act like they tough and shit, and I don't be liking that shit. I be like, yo, bro, you little. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something to you. What up, dear bro? This from Ethiopia. My name is Barack Oman. What's going on? What's going on, man? All praises be Amaharahi. Amaharic. You wrote an Amaharic? Nah, it just be like this is a different type of immigrant. I understand your question. This is a different type of immigrant you got over here. The immigrant you got coming here now ain't like the Cubans, the Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans, and like everybody we knew before. These immigrants are different. A lot of these immigrants, I've said this before and I'll say it again, it's not a racial statement, it's a real statement. The immigrants that you're getting coming here now, these immigrants come from countries that don't have black populations of Latinos. So since they don't have black populations of Latinos or whatever, what they do is they base everything that they've seen off American TV, and they take that shit for real. So they'll come in within that. Yo soy la cubano, la moreno, ahí, entonces son claro que sí, por la gente latino, pero a YouTube. So what they do is they'll take these little conversations they'll have amongst each other. You understand what I'm saying? And not know that there's black senators, there's black congressmen, there's black people in these hotel situations when they had the free hotel rooms and everything like that. They're advocating for these same people that will turn around and turn their nose up at the average African American. So that's why a lot of niggas is like really fed up with them. And that when you saw everybody start getting deported, a lot of niggas didn't care. Well, once before, when it happened before, everybody gave a shit. Everybody stuck their neck out. Now niggas is looking at it like, well, fuck them niggas. They don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? So I see the anger in it. I see where a lot of people coming from, and some whites, they feel the same way too. Like I had a friend of mine, he's a white kid, and he told me about like, yo, when he said this shit, and the shit was real, because it's like it's even the same for me sometimes. Until I start speaking Spanish, like a lot of these Latinos, they're not from populations that have black populations of Latinos, like Colombia, Panama, Dominican Republic. You get what I'm saying? And even there, you'll have a problem sometimes with the white populations there. And so he was telling me he was by himself, he was doing something, and these three kids, they ran up on, they were obviously Mexican or something like that, and they was just trying to chump him. He was like, yo, like, they don't understand, I carry a pistol. I was like, yeah, you know, that's the dangerous part, you know what I mean? Like, and so some of them, they don't get that, and it's crazy, but, you know, everybody ain't like that, everybody ain't like that, but it's a group that is like that, you know what I'm saying? And they're a problem. You know, they try to run. Nigga, you ain't running around tough in your country. So why you over here in America trying to run around like you tough? And acting like ain't nothing gonna happen to you. That's the shit would be with me, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, my nigga, trust me. If it was 4 niggas standing here that look just like me, you would walk on and you wouldn't say shit. See what I'm saying? And you can't really blame the black kids for feeling how they feeling. I understand, because these niggas, they dress like they black. They wear their hats like they black. They wear their jeans like they black. They wear their coat like they black. They go around saying nigga every 5 minutes like they black. So it's like, I can understand why niggas would be like, yo, you know what? Fuck them niggas. So I get y'all. Everybody ain't from Venezuela. Nah, everybody ain't from Venezuela. That's a kind of like a misconception. And everybody from Venezuela ain't causing havoc. It's just that main gang, I guess, that everybody's talking about. It started in the Venezuela jail, so everybody equates it to that. It's actually more complex than that. You got the Africans at play. You got the Chinese. The Chinese are coming through a lot too through there. I won't go as far as to say that, but I will say it's definitely there if you don't speak Spanish. You know what I mean? I will say that. And a lot of times it don't even be that. It just be like niggas literally don't speak English. You know what I mean? Like, really. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I don't go with the every culture wish they was us shit. I don't think that. I think everybody want to be everything but a nigga. They want to be a nigga but don't want to be one. Does that make sense? I think that makes more sense than I think that makes more sense than sitting there and trying to say like, I don't know, like, those little conundrums or whatever the people throw into the mix. Guys, make sure y'all hit the like button. Over 200 something people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna be traveling today too, so make sure you guys hit up the Cash App. I want to say this before I get up out here about Umar. I'm not gonna smash on Umar Johnson. I know a lot of people want me to smash on Umar Johnson. I'm not though. The reason I'm not gonna smash on Umar Johnson, because I don't know Umar Johnson's baby mom for one. You know what I'm saying? Number two, I don't know Umar Johnson's daughter, but I'll tell you how it looked, because somebody asked me this and I gotta answer it. How it looked like to me, if you got a daughter and you've been paying money on her through the courts for all these years, or whatever case may be, and there's no interaction between said daughter and Dr. Umar Johnson, then I guess you would say at that point, yeah, well, I can understand maybe there was some resentment there from the mother. And so I haven't heard the mother speak as far as her situation with Dr. Umar Johnson. I heard what Dr. Umar Johnson had to say. I didn't exactly agree with it very much at all. I thought it was kind of crazy that he was kind of calling his daughter a small time streamer and all these other little things he put together to say or whatever. I think it was a terrible reply. I agree with O'Shea Duke Jackson. I think one of the last people though, I'm gonna say this real quick. What's going on, Jalen? Chilling, man. Yo, guys, make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure y'all hit that Cash App. I'm gonna be moving and shaking today. he said Charleston White says something that bothers somebody. That's a real shocker. Yeah, it is, man. He said something. He said F them kids and concerned with I'm gonna run it back before I end. Let me just get off of this Umar Johnson thing real quick so I can end that. I know many times, and I've known many homeboys throughout my years that have been brought up in front of a courtroom of public opinion as far as their dealers with their baby moms and stuff like that. I don't have no kids or whatever, but I know many of people that have gone through this situation. I've seen them go gray. I've seen some of them die. I've seen some of them get sick. I've seen some of them have the worst experiences ever based off one kid they have with one wrong chick. You understand? So with that, I always say to this people, I say, you know what, watch who you mingle with on that situation as far as having a kid with somebody, because it could be the worst decision you ever made in your life. You understand? And so when I hear that the other kids are separated, and this girl, she hasn't never met her sister, and that's who she's crying out that she want to meet online. She want to meet her sister. She want to meet her sister. I think that if she would have put more effort into it, she could have got in touch with Dr. Umar. I know a lot of people want to tear down Dr. Umar right now, and I can get where y'all coming from, trust me. It's been a long time. It's been about 12 or 13 years. He's been collecting money, and okay, I can't say he didn't erect the school because it was never torn down from the build from scratch, but what I can say is this: the school has never been open. Is that fair? And with the school never being open, it ponders the question of what are you doing with the money? This man has collected millions. I get on here, everybody will say in my chat room, yo, brother, you telling the truth, you telling the truth. I can't think of the last time I got a $20, $50, $100 donation, but I will revert back to what O'Shea Duke Jackson said earlier, and I totally agree with him. A lot of these podcasters that promote this pro-black stuff, and I know this because my aunt was involved in this, that promote, not in this portion, but she was involved in the pro-black movement, and so was my mother at one particular time. A lot of these people that preach they the answer, they the truth and all this stuff or whatever to you guys, in actuality, they really looking for something secular, which is money. So they getting the donations, they getting from y'all, whatever. They ain't putting in no work, they ain't moving around, they're not even buying new equipment. Only thing they're doing is filming in their bedroom. They don't take you on any trips or whatever. They don't do nothing with y'all, nothing like that. And y'all just supposed to be suffice with that. Year after year after year after year. And so far, people have been content with that. So when I see this certain outcry against Umar, because ironically enough, the same women that he puts on a pallet, black women are tearing them down. But at the same time, my dude, you was always putting them on a pedestal, and I told you, I said it before, I said the same people you put on a pedestal, it happens with anybody. It's karma. The same people you were putting on a pedestal, what's going on, Javon? The same people he was putting on a pedestal are the same people that are now coming against him and tearing him down. meaning that community, the pro-black community. It seems a lot of them have questions for him. A lot of those people, believe it or not, initially wanted to take down Umar. It's no surprise. A lot of people know this. The thing that's happened with Umar is not something that's new. You know what I'm saying? So I feel sorry for Umar on one token, but Umar Johnson ain't never donated nothing to me. I can go to my Cash App right now. I bet you ain't a damn dollar in there. That's why I'm about to end this shit. Just like I told you, ain't a dime in my Cash App. I can't even get nobody to like my shit. But this guy, you got to lie on here. That's really what you got to do. You got to lie on here. I'm not going to insult nobody or nothing like that, but this isn't what I'm saying. Umar Johnson, people feel like he's lied to them. And at the same time, you're saying, oh, well, I feel like he's lied to me. You need people to lie to y'all. Y'all need people to make y'all feel good inside or whatever. And as long as y'all take that temperament and y'all stay on that same horizon that you need people to make you feel good by saying nice little words and things like that to you, you always going to be in that predicament. Like real talk. Not only you going to be in that predicament, but you're always going to be let down time after time after time after time after again. There's numerous people out here that have played a part in the pro-black movements or whatever, and those people were 110% sincere. They didn't need you to donate money to them. They didn't need you to financially support them. People would outrightly want to financially support them, or if they did ask for it, the people would come to their beck and call and give them the money that they needed. And so when you get those groups like that now, that are now exploded here on YouTube, and they're everywhere, these people seem to be more perhensed on catching PayPals, Cash Apps, things like that of the nature, and they build upon that. If you need a case and example of that, I'll give you a perfect example of that. A perfect example of that right now, as we're sitting there talking, is Brother Polite. Brother Polite came on, and he was sitting on the block. He went from that to doing the Rolls Royce Chronicles. Remember that? And all the things subsequently he was charged with and now in prison for. There's a couple other people, Dr. Malachi York, he comes to the pound. There's many people after him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all right now point towards T.D. Jakes. He's collected a lot of money. All those AMA church preachers collect a lot of money. So your new secondary preacher now outside the AME churches, the ones used to, brand Nubian once again, preacher got a bro's, how you say it? Now I'm living out of soup can. He owns a home, drives a cat into town, something like that. But he says, for the rest of the week, now I'm living out of soup can. He has a home, drives a cat into town, has a whole word for leaving that he's coming from the ground. You see what I'm saying? So it's like these YouTube preachers, they get on here and they tell you they telling the truth and all this shit or whatever. Really, they just want your money. And then the real motherfuckers like, oh, y'all in here be like, yo, you a real nigga, son, da-da-da-da-da. I'll be like, all right, cool, my nigga, but throw something in the Cash App. Nigga, money fucked up right now. You know what I'm saying? I got shit I got to pay too. Niggas don't hear that. Only thing they hear is, he made me feel good by one of his uploads, and therefore I'm gonna drop him $100 because he said some snappy, sassy shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's the worst. Hey, pocket bully, what's going on? Can I see it for a second? Look at this guy right here. Come here, you are cute as hell. Look at this guy. Hey, you, what's up? Hold on, let me turn the camera on you. Ain't he cute? Pure black, how old is he?
He's
5? Hey, buddy. I see. Yeah, he's still energetic. This is a cute little guy right here. Thank you, brother. All right. Little young brother had the dog with him. I like those little dogs, those pocket bullies. They're like, if you don't want the ruckus of a goddamn pit bull, get one of those. They're energetic, but they ain't gonna tear up your house like a pit bull. Pit bulls, they eat up and tear up everything. What are you saying here? The money is put away and accounted for. If the precise action you plan to take have not manifested the way you envisioned, do you remain patient? Would you or would you not agree? I would not agree. I would tell you to keep focusing and moving forward. Ain't a day I get on here and don't tell niggas don't donate to me. I don't say it a lot because I had a partition of people over here that was actually trying to relegate how I received donations, whether or not I could say my Cash App over here. Like, it was some real crazy nutty shit. I'm like, what type of niggas come into a nigga's chat room and tell niggas who can donate to who or whatever? But that was put on and performed by the Black America, you know what I'm saying? And some white Americans. So, like, and it's true. People have seen these people in here in my chat room, so which circumnavigates me back again to Umar Johnson. Now Umar Johnson is feeling the wrath, and now niggas in the same community that he was standing for tearing them down. You know why it's so easy for them to turn around and tear them down without doing their own investigation heavily and seeing what this woman has to offer and everything like that? We don't even know this woman. We just took the matter of his daughter and his wife had to be right because they women. And for some people that suffices, that's enough for them. That's not enough for me. I need to have more information other than she's a woman. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I need to have way more information than this she's a woman and we should believe her. What it really says to me is a lot of people wanted Umar out of here a long time ago and now they got a complete reason. You got to be fucking kidding. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Little fat bitch. Anyway, I can't stand fat bitches and they be trying to walk past them like they're cute. No, you're a fat bitch. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Long story short, Umar, I don't know this woman that's the baby mom. I don't know the daughter. Where did she come from? Where you been at all these years? You know, how come you never popped up before? Your daddy been out here collecting money for 10 years. You had no problem with that. Was he breaking you or something? I mean, is that where you got the iPad at? You know what I'm saying? To make the video and shit like that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Was that some of the donation money that you complaining that Umar's getting? He so fake, your daddy so fake. But was he sending you any of the donation money? Because Umar said he got papers. He got papers that he was paying child support. So the question is not whether or not Dr. Umar's a deadbeat daddy. The question is, why did Dr. Umar stay the fuck away from this woman that was the mother of the child while paying for his daughter? That's the question we should be asking, and nobody's asking that question. Instead, we got a group of individuals that are sitting online ready to condemn Umar, and I don't agree with half the shit he does. I wish I could get the same proposity he gets with people donating to him, brothers coming in here saying a couple things to make y'all feel good and shit. I don't know how to do that shit. Only thing I need to do is come in here and tell y'all what's real and how I feel, and if y'all agree or whatever. But I just don't understand a group of people that do this on a continuous basis, and it makes you want to like kind of hover around them and let them know like, yo, there's a train coming, get out the way. But at the same time, it's like, oh well, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen this shit happen too many times, and now when I'm hearing other podcasters reiterate the words that I've said. And I think, truthfully and honestly, some of them same podcasters that come over here and condemn me probably in my chat room. You don't know what you're talking about. The culture ain't changed. The culture is great. The culture don't give a fuck. Roberta Flack, today was her funeral. And two podcasters, they go by the name of Night and Day, right? And money goes down with Trump. What does that mean? Money goes down with Trump. What does that mean? Go ahead. Before I start talking about Roberta Flack's funeral, tell me what it means that money goes down with Trump. Go ahead, please enlighten us, sir. You're not gonna evaluate and give us your opinion on what you mean by your comment. Come on, bro. Don't interrupt my fucking stream for corny comments, man. I don't like people to interrupt my stream for corny comments. All right, you blaming Trump out here, nigga. You are nobody depending on what president it is. You are nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with the fucking what's the name? What's going on, A-Love? Got nothing to do with the president, nigga. Real motherfucker know how to motivate through any situation. I done motivated through the homeless shelters and everything else during the pandemic, nigga. Fuck out of here. You talking about, it's all Trump's fault. Trump's taking it down, you bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're trying to be funny, homie, or trying to remind me. You want to take me back when I was selling DVDs? You trying to shame me in the comment section? I'm going to show these niggas who he really is. Fuck you. Motherfucker. Oh, shit. I hate people. Some nigga came in here and wrote Joseph Biden. What a fucking asshole, bro. These niggas is losers. I told you be a lot of niggas that be on here. They ain't even trying to make no money. They just be sitting on here. Their claim to fame is writing comments. You know what I mean? So you gotta let them live. Yeah, I just let them live, man. I just let them live. All right, so I'm gonna get up on out of here, whatever. I was gonna go live again tonight. I'm just doing this because I'm mandated to do this or whatever, whatever, whatever. So I'm gonna do it, whatever. Like I said, I don't be looking for no support because everything you just got a lot of people and make them feel good with lies to get money out of the culture. Now they ain't gotta like, share, and subscribe. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Let me tell you what I mean. Let me be real. Let me be a real cusp on this real quick, right? Contrary to popular belief, A-Love, I don't want nay motherfucker here to subscribe to my channel if you ain't already. None of these niggas hit the like button. They wouldn't hit the like button. I said, yo, hit the cash app, support the channel. We're going to do some other things this evening. They ain't want to do that. So I'm going to spend my evening doing what the fuck I want to now. Fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear nothing real. They want to hear what makes them feel good. And that's when I'm getting to the cusp of a nigga nowadays. They want to get whatever makes them feel good about themselves and shit like that. And now they want to turn around and complain about Umar when you was giving Umar money for 10, 12 years now. I don't understand that shit. Now you all against Umar now. Now he ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? But when he was taking that money and promising that school, it was all good. He's the future. We call it the Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X, whatever school. No, I'm good. You good? Hey, love, you good? No, I'm good. I'm a different type of vlogger. I don't want, like, a lot of these vloggers, see, I've been doing this for 5 years. A lot of these vloggers, they content about how many people like their post and how many people hit the like button and share whatever. I'm not content with any of that shit. I don't really give a fuck. To be quite honest with you and be quite content with you, I don't look towards the African American community to support me. I don't. I've said this a million times. Many of them, they don't like the fact that I'm half Latino and I ride with that. And so that'll get some people to jump out just out the chat room just because of that. Sometimes I speak Spanish on here. They'll jump out the chat room just because of that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't really be stressing these niggas as far as like, donating or whatever. They ain't gonna support. That's why I fell back on what I be doing streaming. You know what I'm saying? I can do the same thing and do uploads. I'm gonna do some other type of content or whatever. And we just gonna build with Google. You know what I'm saying? I try to build with the people. People don't want to build with you. They want to build with the niggas that they find interesting. And then 10 minutes later, they talking about the same niggas that they was donating to. You know what I'm saying? So, you let them be where they want to be. That ain't going to ever change. It ain't going to ever change. I mean, you can sit here and have these 1-minute conversations about it, say, oh, this need to change. We, us, them, they, da-da-da-da. The fact of the matter is, Boyce Watkins, Tariq Nasheed, and I would say a classic others have comprehensively, let's put in the minds of a lot of kids who are coming up in the past 7 to 10 years that it's okay to be racist and okay to hate a certain ilk, a people of color, because they're doing this or they chose this as a profession, while simultaneously tearing down the same institutions that are inclusive and then becoming millionaires. So I guess everybody either going to become a doctor or a lawyer or either go back to the housing projects. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't. I mean, this will be, like I said, I dumbed down. Like you saw, I ain't gonna lie for 2 days. You know what I mean? No, I'm not including myself. I don't, see, that's the thing. I don't have to be around y'all. And I'm not trying to be funny. That's one of the subtleties I have. You understand? Porque yo soy latino, entonces yo sabía español. Esto porque yo quiero el espacio, pero la gente no negro, yo tiene. Entonces, no claro que sí en la mente. So I don't have to. I do it because of pure simple fact I'm half black and I feel it's my obligation. The problem I get is the black people, they do not like me. Trust me when I tell you that. So I stopped trying. I'm like, after a while, niggas keep telling you collectively they don't like you or they don't like, who you are. You don't speak to them soft enough or you're not consoling when you're, like, there's all these perimeters and all these rules when you engage. And I'm like, I'm not doing all that shit. I don't have to do that for white people. You understand? So I'll be like, yeah, it is what it is. Any nigga that asks me who lined my beard up, that's some moist shit, nigga. Don't ask me who lined my beard up. And then I don't like that shit. Include yourself too. Let me tell you something, right? If it's 10 motherfuckers on a boat, right? Let me break this down. When people say this, me, us, them, they, all this shit, right? If it's 10 motherfuckers on a boat and there's only 8 life preservers, you understand what I'm saying? 2 motherfuckers ain't making it off that boat. It don't matter who it is. Them motherfuckers, everybody on there could be the same color, everybody could be the same gender. If there's 10 motherfuckers on the Titanic and the Titanic is going down, there's only 8 life preservers, 2 motherfuckers ain't coming back with the rest of us. Nobody's gonna help them out. Nobody's gonna risk their own life to drown, to save them. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever. So can we get off this us, we, them shit? Y'all wanna sort that we, us, thee, them shit and these esoteric fucking brands and shit. I ain't with all that shit, nigga. Like, fuck all that shit. Like, you wanna go wish upon a star, nigga, do it on your time, not mine. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta do better than that. This bitch said, I want y'all to read what this bitch said, right? This hoe said, Queen Goddess. I told you, never trust bitches that got names like that. When they got screen names like Queen Goddess, Empress, and all that shit or whatever, never trust a bitch that got that. All them bitches that got those screen names on some fuck nigga shit. So the bitch wrote in the chat room, this is what she wrote. She said, how you gonna talk about hate when you said you hate big women? I ain't say I hate big women, I said I ain't like that big bitch. And I don't like you either. Get the fuck out of my chat room. You heard her? How you gotta talk about hate? You said I love big bitches. I just ain't like that big bitch. How about that? Does that make you feel better? The fuck? Niggas always play it, dog. Motherfucker said, who lied your beard, man? What the? Yo, you heard that, J-Boy? I was like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga talking about who lined my beard up? I line my beard up. I always cut my own beard. I always cut my own hair. I've done that since I was younger. My cousin, Mario, he taught me how to do that shit years ago. Dr. Sabi, yeah, Dr. Sabi, man. A lot of people don't even know Dr. Sabi was Honduran. Let me say here. Laughing emojis. Y'all killing me with these laughing emojis. That's a fact. Shit happened to you. Homie, I done drove bigger cars than that shit. That's a kid's car. All right. Hola. Hold on, let me show y'all something. You can't be pulling out shit like that trying to stunt. That's a kid's car. That's a kid's car. Teenagers drive shit like that. Niggas wear his fuck. Yo, that's a fact, B. Dr. Sabi. Yeah, Dr. Sabi was Honduran. I told niggas that shit. They don't be getting it. Yeah, because these niggas be fronting like that. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. Get the fuck on. Niggas be tacked in tough as fuck, bro. Like, what the fuck you gonna do, nigga? I'll strangle your ass. What the fuck you gonna do? Yo, word, A-Love. I be swear to God, niggas be acting brave, my nigga. Like, word, like, son, I done lived through the Bronx, Brooklyn, all that shit. I'm like, this is my home, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through all that shit. So I know how to act shitty out there and then try to come out here and act shitty out here. And I'm like, you're gonna be in a real big surprise because you just been to this town. There's a whole state behind you. You know what I mean? So it's fucking interesting. You know, it really is when you got people trying to force you out of the area that you're actually from. It's very confusing. It's very obnoxious. And they say, well, you got to get out of the way because we're here now. No, the fuck I don't. This is my home. What the fuck are you talking about? You sound ridiculous right now. But that's what goes on here and in a lot of the tri-state nowadays too, to answer your question. These people hate the truth. Let anyone they got an issue and you speaking your truth. I don't know why. Because of y'all gotta give me a second, man, because I'm washing clothes and shit like that, and I'm ignoring my clothes. So I'm gonna wrap this up with y'all. To answer that question with you, when you say, I'm gonna read it again. These people hate the truth, let alone they got an issue. He said, and Tony Dean said, same as going on in the UK. This is the thing, and I can explain it for you, right? One of the pivotal things that you got going on right now is you got everybody at everybody's head because everybody wants cash apps. That's what it basically breaks down to. You understand? And so since everybody wants cash apps and everybody wants donations, one of the pivotal things that happens here is a lot of these people will be willing to lie to you, Give me a second, guys. A lot of these people are willing to lie to you or whatever else they got to do to get a cash app out of you. And that's why they were mad at this guy. Now, Charleston White said F them kids in regard to GS, what is his name, Lil Ronnie, and the little 5-year-old girl that was killed alongside Ronnie, which was his daughter, down there down south. And he said F them kids is a response to that because he saw the behavior of Lil Ronnie's mom. She was online and everything like that. And it brought me in full circle of another conversation where I was telling y'all before. I said there's less empathy that these people have. Yeah, they become sociopaths and psychopaths. Exactly. You ain't got to file taxes on your cash apps per se, but you do if you're facilitating business. If you're facilitating business with the cash app, that's where the taxes fall in. So say like I'm selling you a t-shirt and I say, okay, the way you make your payment is on cash app, then that should be taxed up until the point up until you're free from the tax circle up until $600, I think it is. Yeah. But yeah, I don't be worried about that cash app thing because ain't nobody donating to me. Trust me on that. These motherfuckers, let me tell you something, they watch me, but these motherfuckers hate me. So that's why I sold down on doing my lives. I won't be, the next time I go to something and do something live for you guys, either be because I'm already out, or either two, is because I'm going to a particular location or whatever, and like it fits into the schedule. Other than that, I won't be making any trips for y'all. Nah, we cutting that out. So nobody else go on location. Everybody else is allowed to just sit in their bedroom and, you know what I'm saying? Do what they gonna do. Talk about people they ain't even near the fucking location where these people are at. You got people in the Midwest talking about happenings going on in New York City and niggas is over there donating to them. And then niggas is really taking you to the places that these niggas are talking about in their bedrooms in the Midwest and California down south. Y'all like, nah, we ain't fuck with that nigga though. I'm like, all right, there's something deeper here that's at a miss. But when I saw that shit with G Money, Lil Ronnie or whatever his name is, and I saw the reply that this nigga, what's his name, Charleston White had said, it just stuck something in me. But I'm like, you know what? These people here don't even care. So why should I care, right? Y'all have a good day. They don't even fucking give a shit.